Yo, people, what's going on? It's Egal Talks Football, and we're back again with another video. Today, we beat Leeds 4-1, and what a win it was, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I am so gassed that we beat Leeds in the fashion that we did. Gabriel Jesus bagging a brace, returning back for the first start since his injury. Ben White doing what he does best, scoring, getting involved in the attack this time and scoring a goal. Also, Granit Xhaka adding to his goal sheet, making him what? He has 5 goals already, Granit Xhaka. That's more goals than his whole time at Arsenal. What a player he is. And right now, we're live on YouTube, guys. Make sure you do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We're going to be talking about the Arsenal Leeds game, and what a game it was, ladies and gentlemen. I am so gassed about the performance today. I thought we were fantastic for this performance. I thought we played so well. And the man of the match for you guys, who's your man of the match? Is it Gabriel Jesus? Is it Granit Xhaka? Is it Ben White? Is it Leandro Trossard? Is it one of the defenders? Could we give Rob Holding a shout? No, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's unfortunate that we conceded a goal because the goal difference is so important at this moment in time. But the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a Premier League title race, and we are currently leading the race with 29 games played. We have 72 points. We have a 43 goal difference. And people still have the audacity to call this season a fluke. People still have the audacity to call this season an underwhelming season. People still have the audacity to make those kind of remarks. It boggles the mind in how they do that. Big up to my guy Ben in the chat saying we are top of the league. Yes, we are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. And we would have been top of the league even if we lost this game, but we continue to keep winning, to keep that 10-point gap on Manchester City. After they beat Liverpool on the weekend, we had to continue to keep that gap going. And what did we do? We kept that gap going. We kept it moving, kept it rolling, and we continue to keep doing that. That is important. That is what's making me happy. And let's go. Big up John in the chat. People in the chat, if you can hear me, hit that button. If you can hear me, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. But yeah, I am gassed. You guys should be gassed too. What a win. What a win that was. And I just overall, shout out to the Liverpool fan in the chat saying Ramadan Mubarak. Big up to you. Yes, Ramadan Mubarak to my people out there. This has been a very good festive month for me so far. And we have been really moving forward. And just personal life and everything else. But you know me, I keep my personal life private. But shout out to everyone in the chat. People are saying Rodgers out. Leicester fans are not happy. Leicester fans are not happy. But yeah, let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to talk about today. So let's start with the lineup. When the lineup came out, we heard that Bukayo Saka was not in the team. And we heard that the starting 11 was Ben White, Ramsdale, Holding, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Odegaard, Trossard, Martinelli, and Jesus. We, for the first time, got to see that starting 11 where you had no Bukayo Saka and you had Jesus in the team. Onwards and upwards. Big up my guy John McDermott in the house doing his thing. We got Cello in the house saying, anything City can do, we can do better. 4-1. Yes, anything City can do, we can do better. Anything they can do, we can do too. Yes, we can. No, they can't. Yes, we can. No, we can't. Woo! Let's get it. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was gassed about the performance because of one or two things. One, we kept the goal tally high. We kept getting what we needed to do, and we're closer and closer and closer to that goal difference. The goal difference right now between Arsenal and Manchester City is 43 to 45. We are continuing to keep our foot on their necks. We're not letting go. We are not letting go. We are continuing to push and push and push on them. That is the reality. So with this game, the way it started off, let's be honest, it started off quite poor. And Leeds had some chances. In the 31st minute, you had a chance from Harrison. In the 30th minute, you had some chance from Somerville. If I'm not mistaken, there were some other chances also in the first half that I was like, yeah, Christensen had that opening chance within the first minute. I thought we were going to concede. There was 3 very scary moments in the first couple of minutes of that game. And I just said to myself, we need to get better. We need to get better in this half, because if we don't, they are going to score a goal and we are going to be behind. So just to show you guys, in the first minute, Christensen there, in the 31st minute there, and in the 30th minute, there you go. So those were their chances, and they had a couple more chances in the second half, but none of those chances in the second half really scared me. The most dangerous one was this one from Harrison, but of course they did score. That was unfortunate. But let's get on to our side of things and let's talk about the goal scorers and everything else. Before we go any further, we have to talk about Gabriel Jesus' performance. Gabriel Jesus on the day had 2 goals. Of course, he had the penalty and he had everything else, but his overall gameplay and everything else. The guy created a chance. He had a penalty. Of course, he also was in the attacking third doing a lot of things. He missed one big chance. With the header opening early in the game could have got us an early goal, but the reality is none of that mattered. In his return from injury, he comes out and he does what he does. He gets an absolute wonderful brace, and it just goes to show you that Gabriel Jesus means business, ladies and gentlemen. We were hearing a lot of criticism of Gabriel Jesus before the season. People saying, why did we sign him? People saying this, people saying that, people making a lot of remarks about Gabriel Jesus. But the reality is, Gabriel Jesus is a difference maker, and we've missed him massively. Gabriel Jesus has been away for a couple of months now, and the reality is people thought with Gabriel Jesus out, we were going to regress. Are you kidding me? In what world were we going to regress with Gabriel Jesus not in the team? With Gabriel Jesus coming back in the team, are you kidding me? Gabriel Jesus is back. We're already scoring more goals. We're getting more done, and we're doing our job. The reality is Gabriel Jesus being back in the team makes us even more of a title threat. And the people who are saying Gabriel Jesus this, Gabriel Jesus that, making jokes about him, you look very silly right now, because Gabriel Jesus is one of the first talking points we got to talk about. He's back and he's doing his best, scoring that penalty, getting the second goal in open goal. And this season, how many goals does Jesus have? Because he's been gone for so long that I forgot how many goals he scored. I think he now has 7 goals in the Premier League, if I'm not wrong. Is that 7 goals in the Premier League for Arsenal this season? He's close to getting double digits. He's most likely going to get double digits before the end of the season. So there's that with Gabriel Jesus. Big up James in the house. Big up Omar. Jesus is back. Jesus is not even match fit quite, but it's class. That is true. Arteta's going to have a problem on who to pick next week versus Liverpool. We're going to have to talk about that because, yes, Mikel Arteta will have a problem, and we'll talk about that on Monday's show. 2 weeks to prepare for away against Palace, and Palace not won this year, but yet 31 shots and 3 Rodgers out. Yo, that might be the straw that breaks the camel's back over there, and Rodgers might get sacked. That is a reality. We'll have to wait and see. But now let's get on to Ben White. Let's get on to Ben White. We got to talk about Ben White. Ben White, the best right back in the Premier League. No question about it. This season, Ben White has been the best right back in the Premier League. No one can debate that. We are currently closer and closer to winning this league title, but there's players in this team that are becoming instant fan favorites, and they're doing things that make you believe that they're instant fan favorites. By the way, guys, we're live currently on YouTube, so come check us out. We're currently live on YouTube. But yeah, Ben White, we got to give him credit. He's getting on the goal sheet. Now has, what is that? 2 goals. He scored against Brentford. Now he's not Brentford, Bournemouth. Now he scored again this game. The guy is adding goals to his game. Benny Blanco, the man with the tan that can do anything. Big up to him. Jesus was injured. Richarlison hasn't scored. Jesus came back from injury and still scored more than Richarlison has. That is crazy. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. But then let's move on to the next man. The next man we got to talk about is the man himself, Granit Xhaka. The redemption story from Granit Xhaka. The redemption story from Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen. The guy this season has been a revelation. Once again, Granit Xhaka absolutely transforming his game, becoming more of a goal scorer, becoming more of a forward-thinking attacker. This game, he was in a striker position, scored a striker's header from inside the box from a couple yards out. Unlike Granit Xhaka of old, this season he has more goals than he's had in his whole Premier League career. Forget about his whole Premier League career. In his whole entire career, he's never scored this many goals in a league campaign. I don't think he's ever scored this many goals in a season, including Europe. So I just want to say shout out to Granit Xhaka, another person who deserves a massive, massive heap of praise for today's game. Right? We're going to get on to Mikel Arteta and everything else in a second, but we also got to talk about some of the other players like Leandro Trossard. If you guys don't know, Leandro Trossard has not only been one of the best signings for Arsenal, but he's been one of the best signings in world football. This is a guy who, let's be honest, can you name a better signing than Leandro Trossard this season in world football? Leandro Trossard now has 7 assists in his time at Arsenal. He has 1 goal, 7 assists, and in his last 6 games, he picked up those 7 assists. Leandro Trossard is absolutely balling out of control. One of the best January signings. Yes, I fully agree with that. One of the best January signings. Trossardinho, that's what some people are dubbing him in the chat. Big up to you. JS in the house talking about Xhaka's 5 goals. Big up for that. Also, I just want to mention, William Saliba missed the game, but we didn't really have to worry too much. Shout out to Rob Holding in the Mandem. Shout out to Gabriel Magalhaes. Shout out to Rob Holding. Give these guys, give the squad players a little bit of love, ladies and gentlemen. Give the squad players a little bit of love. Believe in the squad players. Believe in these guys a little bit more. Give them a little bit more belief, ladies and gentlemen, because we're quick to say and throw our toys out of the pram, but we gotta give Rob Holding his praise. We got to give these squad players in the team their praise. We got to say these guys that are in the fringes, they're doing a good job, and you got to give it up to them, because guess what? Some of our guys who we're depending on throughout the whole season were out. So with William Saliba out, 2 games where we win, and he kept a clean sheet in one of them. I'm not really gonna. Sorry, did he keep a clean sheet in the last game? I don't think we did. Did we? Did we keep a clean sheet in the last game that we played at home? No, we didn't. Against Crystal Palace, we conceded. But still, my point still stands. Give Rob Holding his respect. He's done what he's been doing, and he's been doing a great job at it also. So you got to give him his love. Also, we got to keep talking about these things where people keep chatting shit about my club. People keep chatting shit about Arsenal Football Club. People keep chatting shit about Arsenal Football Club, and it's pissing me the hell off. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. You want to know why it's pissing me off? Stuff like this. Stuff like this is pissing me off, ladies and gentlemen. Because you got fans who are coming on podcasts and they're saying stuff like this. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
The answer was, I want to see Arsenal win the league over City. However, someone made a great point, which made me change my mind. It took Liverpool 30 years and Jurgen Klopp to come and absolutely transform the whole club for us to win 1 league title. If Arsenal have 1 fluke season under fucking Arteta and managed
1 fluke season under Mikel Arteta. What the hell are you talking about? Fluke season under Mikel. Let him finish. Let me know if there's an echo, ladies and gentlemen, or if you can hear it loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear it loud and clear.
To win it, I think it will diminish Liverpool's achievements. Given what Liverpool and Man City have done these last few years, Arsenal just coming like this when Liverpool and Man City are having an off season. Think that the one season we had a blip. Every season where Liverpool are going hard at it, so Man City slip up this season and are a little bit shit. And where are we? Yeah. Even fucking worse.
Would you rather see City or Arsenal win?
For God's sake. I just want to show you guys this part, because he says this part here. This is what pisses me off. 1 fluke season. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by 1 fluke season? What do you mean by that? Like, do people not realize how good we've been this season? Do people not realize how good we've been this season? Like, we've been one of the best teams against the top 6, right? And when it comes to our actual point total, when it comes to our actual points on the board, I'm about to show you that right now. We currently have 72 points on the board. We have a goal difference of 43. We've played 29 games, and we already have as much points as Leicester did in their title-winning season. Like, do you not realize that you're being hypocritical because you're saying stuff like Arsenal don't win the league is luck because Arsenal winning the league this season, Man City are having an off year. How are Manchester City having an off year? They're currently on 64 points. They played 28 games and won 20 of them. This is not an off year for Man City. This is just Arsenal are having an exceptional season, and we're better than the average because we've been level above everybody else. We've been consistent. Defensively, we've been very resolute, and offensively, we've been on point. We've scored like 60-something plus goals just without penalties included, 70 plus when you include the penalties. On top of that, we have lowered the wage bill, made sure we got out bad characters. And when you talk about stuff like 30 years at Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp came in. As a Liverpool fan, I would expect Liverpool fans to know this out of most people. Why are they the ones that are yelling and screaming the most? Talking about diminishing. How can it diminish you when you won the Champions League also? Arteta winning the league doesn't diminish Liverpool. Arteta winning the league is not a fluke. Winning the Premier League, which is one of the hardest leagues in world football, cannot be a fluke. You are lying to yourself if you believe that can be a fluke. And also, with that being said, Arsenal currently this season have the same amount of points as not the same amount, close to the same amount of points as Liverpool's title winning season, and just under the Centurion season. But yet, you still have people yelling and gulping about stuff like this. Ridiculous.
I want to see Arsenal win the league over the season under fucking Arteta and manage to win it. I think it will diminish Liverpool's.
How will it diminish Liverpool? Who gives a shit if it diminishes Liverpool anyways? But that narrative, it feels like it's just absolutely going over the top and it's ruining this whole thing, because it's like the agendas just keep flying. And at this point, I'm sick and tired of the agendas. Also, don't let anybody tell you to calm down. What does that mean? Calm down. Why do we keep saying calm down? It's not like we're not 9 games away from winning a league. It's not like we're not 9 games away from competing for a league title and winning it. Yes, we still have to play Man City, but we're currently 8 points clear of Man City. Yes, they have a game in hand, so technically it might just be 5. And then if you take away the game that we play them, if we lose, then it's only 2. But the reality is 2 points in a title race is a lot. At the end of the day, Man City beat Liverpool by like 1 point. A lot of other teams lost league titles by a lot lesser points. People keep talking about Gary Neville. Forget about Gary Neville. Gary Neville is the same hypocrite who said Antonio Conte is not going to leave Tottenham until he wins a league title. But at Arsenal, the exact opposite. We got 40 people in the chat. People, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys got to say about this game. Who is your man of the match? Because for me, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. My man of the match has already been decided. My man of the match is pretty obvious who my man of the match is. It's pretty obvious who my man of the match is. It's pretty obvious who I'm going to say the man of the match is, because it's the guy who scored the brace. It's the guy who came back from his injury and scored a brace. It's the guy who, when he got injured, we said our season was over. But now that he's back, he deserves the man of the match. No lie. No lie. He deserved the man of the match. He was the best player on the pitch. You know what? Maybe he wasn't the best player on the pitch because there was a lot of good players on the pitch. But him bagging a brace, let him cook. Let him cook. Mikel Arteta today, let Gabriel Jesus cook. And I absolutely loved it. Let him cook, Mikel Arteta, because the guy is back and he's going to be doing his thing. He's going to be doing his thing. He's going to be doing his thing, you know what I mean? People saying, Egal, you might need to calm down. You might go back to reality next season. Who cares about next season? I'm living in the moment. The same Man United fans making noise after beating Man City are the same Man United fans telling Arsenal fans to calm down. What happened to Man United's title push? Keep telling us about. Odegaard's pass to Xhaka was sweet. You know what? That goes underrated because of the fact that Xhaka, because of the fact that all these other things happen, Odegaard's assist goes underrated. And I feel like this is now the moment where we should probably talk about Mikel Arteta, because he deserves a lot of praise. Mikel Arteta deserves a lot of praise because going into the game, Mikel Arteta made a brave move. He rested Bukayo Saka. He put him on the bench for the first time in a long time. For the first time in a long time, Mikel Arteta made a substitution to Bukayo Saka prior to the game. Prior to the game, putting Saka on the bench was a first. We haven't seen that in a while. We haven't seen that from Mikel Arteta in a long, long time. And when he did that, I questioned him a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I was like, why? You know what? I didn't actually question it. I said, you know what? Sometimes some things don't deserve, sometimes some things don't need a reaction, because I knew that Gabriel Jesus, Trossard, and Gabriel Martinelli was good enough to win us the game. That is a reality. I knew that. I knew that they were good enough to win us the game. That is a cast iron fact. we don't have a weak enough team where we need to worry about Leeds at home, who have not been that good this season. But I like Leeds, but we don't have to worry about that. That is just my take on it. But when it comes to the fact that Mikel Arteta has been getting everything right this season, the right time to give a rest, the right time to play certain players, the right time to give certain players time off, the right time to give certain individuals time, and you know what? That is exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed. I think that's Granit Xhaka's what, 5th goal now this season, or is that his 4th? Is it his 5th? I think it's his 5th. I think that's his 5th goal this season. You know what? We gotta give it up to him, because the way he transformed Granit Xhaka, the way he just does everything, Mikel Arteta this season has been spotless, and everything he's done, we just gotta stick our hands up and be like, you know what? Big up to him, big up to Mikel Arteta, because he's the one that transformed this team. He's the one that's got this team to the position that we're in, and I just think we're quick to judge Mikel Arteta, but we're not there giving him enough praise when he needs it. I think we should be giving him a little bit more praise. I know some people are going to say Mikel Arteta gets a lot of praise. We can never get enough praise. That's one thing. But hey, in my opinion, Mikel Arteta, shout out to him for once again delivering for the boys, making it an easy game for us where we didn't have to stress too much. Because I know there's always people stressed. There's always people who are going to be stressed going into games. I know some of you guys in the chat were probably stressed at times. But after we scored the first goal, easy sailing. After Jesus got the penalty, easy sailing. But yeah, let's now talk about the penalty. Was the penalty a penalty, or do you guys think it wasn't a penalty? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think it wasn't a penalty? Because for me, I seen some people tweeting out stuff like, "Oh, this don't look like a penalty." People saying, "Oh, was this a penalty on Jesus?" People saying, "Oh, was this a penalty?" Come on, what are you talking about? Was this a penalty? What are you talking about? Was this a penalty? This was Stonewall. This was a Stonewall penalty. He literally kicks the player's knee. Now, that image doesn't look so good, but when you look at this one here, Gabriel Jesus literally gets his knee taken out by the player. You would think he's diving if you didn't see the part where he hits his knee. That is the reality. He fully studs his knee in the penalty box. As Helicopter here says itself, that's a Stonewall penalty. They look at it right away. They go to the monitor. They say to themselves, that's a penalty. No question about it. Give it. And then they keep it moving. That's the reality of the situation. No question about it. We keep it moving from there. Right? We keep it moving from there. Now let's go to the actual game. Let's go to the actual game and let's look at the team and let's look at some of these things. By the way, we've seen Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira, and Kieran Tierney come on, but at that point the game was done and dusted. It was unfortunate that Christian scored his goal, because I thought Ramsdale and the team deserved a clean sheet on the night, but they couldn't keep the clean sheet. That's just unfortunate on the day. We couldn't keep the clean sheet, right? We couldn't keep the clean sheet. So yeah, that is that. But let's now do the player ratings. Time for the player ratings. What are we saying, people? Arsenal player ratings. What are we saying? People? Arsenal player ratings time. What are we saying? Are we giving everyone high ratings today? Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I got a lot of nice ratings for everyone today. Today, there's no one getting less than a 7. Nobody in this team is getting less than a 7 today. Not one player in this team is getting less than a 7 today. That is just my take on everything. Everyone in this team deserves a high rating. Everyone in the team played well today. Majority of the players deserve even higher ratings than they normally do. So let's go through this list. First, we got Ben White in the chat. What are we saying? I'm thinking 7.5 for Ben White. I'm saying unfortunate that the goal was conceded. But overall, did he really have much to do? He had like 7 saves. He had like a couple shots here and there. He made 2 or 3 really good saves. The rest of them were normal. So I think defensively, he was really good. His passing out the back was good. His long passes were not the best, but overall he was good on the day. 7.5 I think is fair. And I'm setting the bar high. People saying why not? People saying 8.5. I don't know about 8.5 because I don't feel like today was an 8.5 out of 10 game. But let me know what you guys think in the chat. Let me know what you guys think in the chat for Aaron Ramsdale. What are we saying for Aaron Ramsdale? I'm giving him a 7.5. I feel like 8.5, we could save that for the other players. We could save that for the Granit Xhakas and the Ben Whites and the Odegaards of the world. When it comes to 7.5, I feel like that's fair. I just feel like that's just fair enough. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Next, we got Ben White. People, I'm giving Ben White an 8, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving Ben White an 8. You know what? 8.5 for Ben White. 8.5 for Ben White. Today, 8.5. I'm in a given mood. I'm giving 8.5 for Ben White. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat for Ben White. Some people saying 9, some people saying 8s, some people saying 8 for Ben White. I think Ben White gets a higher rating than thing. People saying 9 for Ben, people saying 8. I think 8.5 is fair, ladies and gentlemen. I think 8.5 is fair. I'm going to keep it at 8.5 for Ben White, and we're going to move it down to the next one. Holding. We gave Sting a 7.5. We're going to give Holding a 7.5. I felt like Holding was solid. I felt like Holding didn't do anything wrong. I felt like Holding was perfect on the night. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Rob Holding did his thing, played well. We give him a 7.5. We keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Do you guys disagree? Do you guys agree? Let me know what you guys think in the chat on Rob Holding, if you guys agree with the Rob Holding thing or not. Let me know what you guys think with the Rob Holding thing or not. Let me know if you guys agree or you disagree with Rob Holding, what you guys would say on the Rob Holding situation, right? Let me know what you guys are saying, people. Let me know what you guys are saying on the Rob Holding chat, right? Next we're gonna go. Can you guys see me better? Is this better? The bigger screen? Let me know if you guys agree, if this is a little better. But yeah. Then we're gonna go to the next one here. The next one here is gonna be Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes. What are we gonna give to Gabriel Magalhaes? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about Gabriel Magalhaes. What are you guys gonna give him? What are you guys gonna give him? People in the chat, let me know what you guys are gonna give him. What are you guys gonna give Gabriel Magalhaes? Let me know what you guys are gonna give him. I'm gonna give Gabriel Magalhaes similar to I'm gonna give him similar to thing, slightly higher maybe. I think he was better than Ben White. I think he was solid defensively. I feel like he's marshalling that back line, making it life a lot easier for everybody. I gave Ben White a 7. I gave Ben White an 8.5. I feel like I could give Gabriel Magalhaes very close to him. I'm gonna give him an 8. But yeah. Oh, by the way, Rob Holding got it at 7.5. So I'm giving Gabriel Magalhaes an 8. But let me know what you guys in the chat are giving him. Let me know what you guys in the chat are giving him. Some people saying 10. Some people saying 10 for Magalhaes. Our best backline leader. He leads that back line. He definitely leads that back line very, very well. He definitely takes care of that back line. He definitely makes them tick, to say the least. I don't disagree with you there. I think he's definitely one of those guys who makes the team just a lot better as a squad when he's on the pitch. That is just the reality. Moving on to Zinchenko. Zinchenko had a quiet game. Zinchenko wasn't really in the mix today too much. I'm going to give Zinchenko a 7. Yeah, I'm going to give Zinchenko a 7. Let me know what you guys think. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game at all. It's just I didn't really notice him too much. I didn't think he was in the mix too much. I didn't think he was too involved in the gameplay as much as he usually is. And maybe it's just because we didn't need him to be today. He didn't really get into the final third, didn't really create too many chances, didn't really do too much from the left back position. Today, he kind of just played his part. So I'm going to give him a 7. Moving on to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey, quiet day, but Thomas Partey just does what he does. Today, Thomas Partey, I'm gonna give him a 6. Let me know what you guys think. 6.5 or 7 for Thomas Partey. Is it harsh to give him a 6? Since I gave Zinchenko a 7, I got to give him a 7. Since I gave Zinchenko a 7, I got to give him a 7. But yeah. Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen. Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen. Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen. What a baller Granit Xhaka is. What a baller Granit Xhaka has been for us this season. What a guy Granit Xhaka has been for us this season. I got to give Granit Xhaka an 8 or something like that. Let me know what you guys think. 8 for Granit Xhaka. 8 for Granit Xhaka. 8 for Granit Xhaka. You guys agree? 8. Give Granit Xhaka an 8. We keep it moving. Another goal, another game. Shout out to him. Martin Odegaard, fantastic assist. Fantastic assist. Went underrated, as Ben said earlier. We got to give Martin Odegaard that. We're going to give Martin Odegaard that 8.5. 8.5 for that Martin Odegaard. Yeah, let's give Martin Odegaard that 8.5 on the board. We keep it moving. Martin Odegaard doing his thing. Leandro Trossard, ladies and gentlemen. How much we giving Leandro Trossard? I'm looking at Leandro Trossard and I'm saying to myself, I'm gonna give you 8. I'm gonna give you 8 for that assist and for the overall performance. I think that's an 8 that's an 8 performance. But you know what? Arsblog gave it 8.5. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Someone else, Gabriel Martinelli, had a quiet game. But within that quiet game, he also had an assist. Within that quiet game, he also created a plethora of chances. Within that game, he was one of our more attacking players in the first half. And in the and I think that final ball for Ben White's goal was Martinelli also, if I'm not mistaken. So with everything being said, if I'm going to give Trossard an 8, I'm going to give Martinelli an 8. I feel like Martinelli deserves an 8. Shout out to Martinelli. 8 out of 10. Jesus gets a 9. Jesus gets a 9. No question about it. Gabriel Jesus coming back from injury, scoring 2 goals in a crucial game that needs to continue to keep the momentum on Man City, going back to 8-point lead after them coming back. Guys, let's be honest. 9 for Jesus. Actually, I'll be willing to give him higher, but I have to keep my level and standards because I can't give too high of ratings. Bukayo Saka didn't play much, but when he came on, didn't do nothing wrong. We give him a 7. Jorginho, I don't even remember him playing much, so I'm just gonna give him a 5. And then the other 2, I'm not even gonna rate. But yeah, just to give you guys a quick recap, Ramsdale got a 7.5. Ben White got an 8.5. Holding got a 7.5. Gabriel Magalhaes got an 8. Zinchenko got a 7. Partey got 7. Xhaka got 8. Odegaard got 8.5. Trossard got 8. Martinelli got 8. Jesus got 9. Saka got 7. Done, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. We're done. And before we go any further, do me a favor. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button on the goddamn video right now. Leave us a comment what you thought about the goddamn video right now. I'll put the invite to anyone who wants to jump on, but I doubt there's anybody watching that wants to jump on. So if you guys want to jump on, let me know. The link is there. If you want to jump on, you can jump on. It is what it is. It's a good game. It is what it is. You can jump on right now. I'm telling you guys, this game that we just witnessed, there's more like it coming. This is gonna be a replica of what the rest of the season goes on to be. Hopefully, I really do believe that's how it's gonna be. I think we're gonna be wiping the floor with people on a regular basis, and I really do hope we continue to do that. For now, I don't see any of you guys trying to jump on, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna say, you know what? We got United fans saying, "Fair enough. You lot look good. How do you feel about Liverpool next week?" This is another thing. People talking about Liverpool next week. Liverpool next week, we're gonna have to be on our job because we have an issue where Liverpool seem to be that team that always gets something out of us. Sometimes they always somehow just get a result against us. But understand that Liverpool over the last couple of years have been better than us. Liverpool that we play next week is not going to be a better team than us. Liverpool that we play next week is not a team that we should be scared of. They're a team that you should respect because of their past, but they're a shell of their former self. The reality is Liverpool are a shell of their former self. Today's 4-0, 4-1 defeat to thing is an example of that. Today's 4-1 defeat is an example of that. But the issue is, this is their recent form. They beat Man United 7-0, and then they went 3 losses in a row to Bournemouth, Real Madrid, and Man City. Where Arsenal, we got knocked out of the Europa League, and then we've been pretty good as of late. We've been pretty good as of late in the league. Here's where the issue lies. Our head-to-heads away at Anfield have been horrific. They've been horrific. 4-0, 5-4, 3-1. What the hell is 10-1? Oh, yeah, that's the League Cup. Then you have the 3-1. Then you have the 5-1. Then you have the friggin' 4-0. Then you have the 3-1s, the 3-3s. Bro, it is never good when we go to Anfield. It is never good when we go to Anfield. That is the reality. But we have 9 games to go. We have 9 games to go remaining in this Premier League title race. We have 9 games to go within this Premier League. And at this moment in time, the table matchups looks stupendous for us. It looks stupendous for us. We have scored 70 goals. We're 1 goal off of Man City 71. That in itself is impressive. We've conceded 1 less goal. We've conceded 1 more goal than Man City. That in itself is annoying because it's the Leeds goal that we conceded. And overall, you can't complain about this season. We have been on job this season. The issue is, if Man City win all their games remaining, we need to lose and draw 1 game each. I mean, we need them to lose or draw, because right now we have the wiggle room of 1 loss and 1 draw. But the problem is we play them. So if we lose, we can only draw 1 game for the remainder of the season if we want to still win the league. That's the issue. Because our records are so close and they still have that 1 game, it makes our life a little bit tougher. Makes our life a little bit tougher. But hey, I believe we can do it. I know you guys in the chat believe we can do it. There's 9 more days to go. Daniel's in the house. Egal, this title race will go down to the last day of the season. Daniel, I hope it doesn't. I hope we tie up this title race and we wrap it up. We put it on a bow and we send it back. We send you guys packing very soon. I hope we win the league before we play Chelsea. If we can win the league before we play Chelsea, boy, oh boy, that would be amazing. That would be amazing if you could beat them before we play Chelsea. I will absolutely love it. If we could beat them before we play Chelsea. Because if we beat them before we play Chelsea, woo! I think we're going to wrap the league up at home against Chelsea if we beat Man City. We could really do that. I really do believe we could do that. Let me know. Let me know, guys. You guys think Man City can still catch us? You guys still think Man City can catch us? Let me know. Do you guys still think Man City can catch us? I question if Man City can catch us. I question if Man City still have it in them. I question Man City heavily still. I really do question Man City. I really do. I don't know how good Man City are this season when it comes to consistency. Arsenal have shown a higher level of consistency than Man City, and it's fair to say for them to go the remainder of the season without losing is going to be ridiculously hard for them. Where Arsenal, we can afford a little slip up, not too much. We can afford a little hiccup, where they cannot afford nothing. They have to go spotless. That is the reality. They have to be routine win after routine win after routine win after routine win going forward. And we have that little extra bit of wiggle room that just needs to get us that title. I think if we get anything versus them, anything, if we can pick up any points versus them, we will win the league. I think if we can pick up anything versus them, we win the goddamn league. I think if we pick up 2 points versus them, we win the league. I think if we pick up 1 point versus them, we win the league. I think if we pick up 3 points for them, we win the league. I think if we pick up 1 point versus them, we win the league. That is my thing on it. I've been in a situation where I've been questioning them for. I've been questioning this Arsenal team for so long throughout the season, but now I don't question them. Now I just know what they're on. Now I just know that this team is on job. This team means more to them than anybody else. This team is going to do it. I believe they can do it. And I really do believe that. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We got M in the house. M, what's going on? We got Sam in the house. M and Sam, what you guys saying? What's your score prediction? Forget about score predictions. What do you think about the game, Sam? What do you think about the game?
Bro, listen, the first half an hour is a little bit shaky, a little bit nervous. You can see the boys on eye, but bro, once they got that penalty, once we got the first goal, the game was wraps. Like, it was over. Once, like, it's literally every game when we scored the first goal, the game is over. Like, the opposition just give up. You know, Odegaard didn't have a strongest team today. But Leandro Trossard, again, 9 assists since he's come here, 1 goal. When he has a one-on-one shot, I always have my money on him scoring a one-on-one shot. Compared to the other brother who just misses one-on-ones, like it's free money today. I won't mention his name because he's so shit. He's so shit. His name shall not be mentioned, right? But no, Egal, like, Rob Holding hasn't done that bad. I know we've conceded 2 goals since he's coming, but he's done what's required of him, which is winning the game. And as long as we're winning games and Rob Holding's in there, I don't think we can criticize Rob Holding that much that we were doing last season. Gabriel, solid. Zinchenko had some shaky moments, solid. Right hand side, yeah, it did struggle in the first half an hour, but it eventually opened up. I mean, bro, it's like, how would I say this? There's 2 Arsenal teams today. The one before the first goal and the one after we scored the first goal. It was just 2 opposite teams. And that's what I say today. We've just got to stamp out the first half an hour. You can't be doing this at Anfield. And obviously, we're going to have our backs against the wall at Anfield. But I believe there's no team in the world right now, I fear. But we've got to be careful.
Okay. Fair enough. What are you saying, M? What are you saying?
Yo, big up, Egal. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. I watched the game 4-1. But yo, same as Sam said, the first 20 minutes, bro, I felt like we were very poor. Leeds could have even had a goal in the first 20 minutes. I thought we were very sloppy and everything. But once we got that penalty, Jesus put it away. That's his first goal since November. That's going to give him big confidence. We've got Jesus in the last 10 games. That's going to be crucial because he's coming back into the side at a crucial point. He knows about these last 10 games. He's been there with Man City. He's done it. So we've got him back at the perfect time. And yeah, Martinelli, shout out Martinelli as well. I thought he was brilliant. Trossard with another assist. And Odegaard, that ball for Xhaka, that was sublime, man. Certain players dream like Bruno to have that quality pass, but Odegaard does that for fun. He does that in his sleep. So big up to Odegaard as well. Shout out to Arteta as well. It was a big win, and we move on to Liverpool, man.
There you go. Big up Josh and Ilmatis in the house. Josh, how you feeling, bro? You're on mute.
I'm happy, but first things first, Chelsea are dead! They're dead! 2-0 down to Villa. What? Wow. Listen, John McGinn. Oh, what a strike. Honestly. But yeah, besides, listen, Arsenal have done so well, man. 4-1 up. Well, yeah, sorry, a 4-1 win. Even though the only thing that's actually annoying me is not keeping the key sheet. Why did we just lose concentration in the final 20 in the final 20 minutes, 10 minutes of the game? Why can't we just get over the line? Like, these key sheets are important because who knows? This Tyrese could go down to a while, and you know we could lose it or win it on, I don't know, the amount of goals we scored or the amount of goals we can concede. So keeping clean sheets is critical. And also, shout out to opponent. He played exceptional. He played so good next to Gabriel. Yeah, no mistakes, nothing. He played absolutely amazing. Yeah, obviously, Saliba was rested, so hopefully he's fit enough to play against Liverpool. Jesus is back. Yeah, Jesus is back. He's rose from the dead. Listen, I can't wait for that game against Anfield. Yes, I know we've had a bad time, obviously, in the past few years when we've gone up there. You know, we've been battered left, right, centre. But you know what? This Arsenal team is cooking. Yeah, this Arsenal team is different, and I'm confident we will go up to Anfield and put them in a spliff. Yeah, a big spliff that literally I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. But there are 9 finals to go. Honestly, we just have to take it game by game. You know, Liverpool is the next one. And honestly, if we beat Liverpool, then I'm like, you know what? We are winning the league. We are, honestly, listen, if we can actually beat them, I think that's going to be the biggest statement of the season. Go all the way to Anfield, a place everyone for years, and putting them in a split, beating them, and then cementing. Honestly, it's beautiful. And then for me personally, a 19-year-old young person who's never seen Arsenal win this goddamn title, for me, it's just gonna be a special moment for me. But obviously, for you guys, you've seen it before. You've obviously seen Vieira, Henry, Bergkamp, Perez. Wait, what?
I don't think Sancho's seen it. He's close to your age.
Wait, is he? Oh, how old is he?
I don't know. Ask him.
19.
You're 19? What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's mad.
You were born when we won the league. You were born when we went invincible.
Yeah, literally. I was born like 3 months before you won it.
All right, big up. Let's go to Ilmatis next. Ilmatis, what are you saying?
Yeah, this is what I like to see, like routine wins against teams we're supposed to be. Like teams that are bottom half of the table, we're supposed to like beat them comfortably, you know? That's what we need so we have confidence, you know? If we have a tricky game against like a team at the bottom half, it'll affect our confidence playing against the Liverpool, playing against the City. And like Chelsea are mid-table now, so they're not a big problem. But we need to beat Chelsea, man. That's the one I'm most excited about.
Okay. What about you, Mo? What are you saying, Mo?
Thank you for having me, Egal. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this title. The fact that we won 4-0 while playing second of, like, we were not even playing first gear. We were playing third or fourth gear. We were just closing through the game. I didn't see Arsenal Football Club try today. We were just closing through. We were just like, you know what? We can play on third gear and we'll deal with Leeds. It's no biggie. When we go to Anfield next week, I think, again, we should play a more cautious way of playing. The thing is, it's Anfield, and there's always been that bogey pitch for us. We don't go into, we never go to Anfield and usually just cruise through. So the thing is, we need to be a little bit more cautious next week. I would say we need to be a little more defensively aware. I don't know, maybe, okay, I'm just putting the idea out there. Wouldn't it be better to start Tini so you can, directly stay along with Salah? Because Salah's a problem. We saw it today against City. He's a problem. We need to keep him quiet. So would it be better to play Tini next week, or Zinchenko just continue the way we play?
I think Zinchenko, since the Liverpool games, Zinchenko has become so crucial the way we attack and the way we build up. I don't think you can drop Zinchenko. What I think we should do is keep Partey in the role where he can drop in and that, and have Martinelli drop a little deeper on the defense, right? But I think the one issue next week we've got to be careful is we have to be very conservative with the ball and don't. I mean, it's happened a lot in the big game season. We just give the ball away too cheaply. I mean, we've got to be careful.
Yeah, we do.
In the football in the final third from Liverpool, and I think man-to-man marking. That's what we got to do next week. Man to mark Salah. I don't think we need to man mark anyone else on the team. We don't need to man mark anyone in the midfield. I just think double up on Salah. I think that's the only issue we got to do. That's it. And I think
our attack and our midfield is 100% better than this. It's just we need to keep Salah quiet. We can play our football, but just be aware on Salah.
So do you think if we saw Salah, that's it, Liverpool done? Like, do you think he's the main guy? But man like Nunez, he can, and then Gakpo, and then I don't know, man. But listen, I think
they got a good attack. They got a good attack, but I think that the person that look, if Salah was going through and goal, right? Or if let's say Gakpo or Nunez is going through, the one that you're gonna worry about is Salah, because at least 9 out of 10 times he's gonna finish that. So the thing is, with Gakpo and with Nunez, especially with Nunez, we have a chance of Ramsdale actually doing something. With Salah, with Salah, it's a 9 out of 10. The thing is, we need to keep that guy away from the pitch, like away from our box, So I would suggest, we play Tierney just to
Yeah.
specifically man mark him.
You know what?
I
I'm just
feel
gonna
like,
ask everyone
sorry,
here. Does
sorry,
everyone
quickly.
here?
I feel like,
One second.
yeah,
One
go on.
second. Does
Go on,
everyone here
go on.
believe? Mattis, do you believe we can win the league?
Yeah, of course, man. If I didn't believe we could win, I'm so invested in the season, man. Like we have to win the league. Like it's like out of nowhere, man. We won the first like 12 out of 14 games. It was like incredible, you know. Like I've been invested since we went on the run at the beginning of the season. We won like I don't know how many games in a row before we drew or lost. So yeah, we have to win the league. This is a once in a lifetime chance.
Bro, I completely disagree there. It's not a once in a lifetime chance. I think this team
Like
can
no,
do
like
it again.
for us
Next
to
season,
be
bro,
competing at this
we'll
level
be here next
out of
season.
nowhere, it's once in a lifetime chance. It's out of nowhere. Like no one expected us to be like. Even the points total is amazing. 72 points. I think they said like only I don't know how only one City team in the last 5 years got more points at this point than us. So like, you know what I'm saying?
So that defeats your argument. This is not a once in a lifetime chance. What we're doing is unprecedented in the sense that's why it looks like it might be actually sustainable, because what we're doing is so good beyond anything else that it can't be a fluke. When you're doing this good, okay, for
Yeah,
example,
I'm not saying it's a fluke. I'm saying it's a once in a lifetime chance when you go from not expecting to even be anywhere near competing for the league, and then you're in first place and with a good points total. You know what I'm saying?
Al-Mahdis, don't forget, we were on a 5-stage process with Arteta, and he said himself, this is stage 3. So there's still stage 4 and stage 5 to go to, and we don't know what those stages are.
Yeah,
so
it
we
depends
should.
on who we buy in the summer, you know? Depends if you want to go to the next level and be like this every year. It depends who we buy in the summer, because City are going to buy, and every other
The way we're
team's
playing, I guarantee you, people are going to come to us in the summer. People will come. Whether we win the league or not, they will come.
Yeah, but
People
the
are
thing is,
going
we
to
can
be
only
lining
afford one
up.
big name player. You know, we can't afford like to buy 2 players for 80 million or 90 million. You know, we can only afford
People
to buy
are going
one
to
of
be
them.
lining up to come. That's the reality.
And the thing is, and you know what the thing is, Man City don't even have like an easy fixtures. People are making it seem like it's easy. They got Brentford away, Brighton away, Everton away, Fulham away, Chelsea at home. They've got like
wait 1 second.
Yeah.
They play Southampton next. Obviously, yes, cool. It's a game in the air.
Yeah.
People in the league, whatever, cool. But Southampton are bottom of the league. Like, do you
But
know
this
guys
is the
see
Premier League,
on
bro.
the
You
like
never
a
know what's
1-1
gonna
draw in
happen.
this game, like a 1 Southampton, like out of the blue? Because obviously, I'm expecting City to go to St Mary's
Come
back
on,
then 4, 5, 6.
now we're stretching it. I don't think.
Can I just say one thing, Egal? Can I say congratulations to the boys for qualifying for Champions League football after 8 years? I just want to say, like,
Wait, how? Hold on.
What? It's done?
yeah, we've qualified.
Yeah, we're qualified for the Champions League now. There's no way we can, even if we lose all next 9 games, we're still in the Champions League.
Yep.
Wait,
it
1
official?
second. How do we qualify for Champions League?
Basically, it's official. It's like guaranteed.
How?
100%. Go on 538.com.
Point tally.
You go on 538.com. It's 100%. Arsenal in the Champions League season. So, I mean, considering
Arsenal are back in the Champions League. It's official. What?
Honestly, man, I can't wait to see us in Champions League, man. The first time ever. Fucking hell. Honestly.
Right?
Dini
I
is.
can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be a dream, man.
Dini is. I need to give props to this player because at the beginning of the season I was a bit shaky on him. Ben White at right back, solid. No, Xhaka's just impressed me from like the first few games, even towards the end of last season. He's been impressing me. Silently, I kept on watching, thinking, you know what, how long is this good form gonna last? But from like end of last year to this season, he's been consistent. And again, I have to give props to him. But Ben White has been the one that's surprising me. You know, defensively solid, offensively efficient. He's very comfortable on the ball. Got the stamina to go up and down. I mean, he's been absolutely solid this season.
Yeah.
And to make it even like, you know, more like, you know, for him to contain wingers like what's it called, Zaha, what's it called, Diaz, like at the beginning of the season, like Son and all of these other, like he's just been so good this season. And I want to give shout out to Ben White. People say that he doesn't like football. I don't know, but you know, maybe Ben White sees it in 9 to 5, but in other words, you know, Ben White's just been solid this season.
Yeah, Ben White has been solid. Leandro Trossard, best January transfer signing in the league. Forget about in the league, in world football this season.
100%.
Is there a better January signing?
Nope.
8 assists and 1 goal from January.
It's a joke, bro. Can I just say something, right? Look at the difference between last season and this season. When last season we're in a top 4 race, we didn't get anyone in January. this season the club learned from the mistakes. I was like, actually, last season we thought we were good enough to compete just for the top four, or we already had the Premier League to go for. So we got a whole squad. We don't need to buy any players. This season, the club learned from last year. I said, no, you know what? We're in a title challenge. Let's bring in the number 6 of party. Okay, Lukaku is our backup, but we can clearly upgrade there. Oh, wings back up for Saka and Martinelli, or even Jesus. We did it. And Leandro Trossard, right? We missed out on Mudryk.
Balogun is returning next year as well. That's gonna be a good one.
The money not spent on Mudryk, that gives us an additional £80 million in the summer to get for Rice or Moises Caicedo. So all in all, I think the club compared to 3 years ago is in such a good state that I'm mind blown of how much.
And don't forget, Gabriel Jesus has a documentary, Come Back Stronger. I can't wait.
Well, yeah, he does.
I can't wait to see this episode.
Wait, aren't they putting them on YouTube? I've seen on YouTube they've been putting the recovery of Jesus. You didn't see them?
Yeah, it's all on YouTube.
Oh, I did. I watched the 3 series documentary.
Yeah,
Gabriel
they put it
Jesus
on YouTube.
comes back stronger. I think. Call me crazy. This league could be over with soon.
No, I don't think so.
I agree, because don't forget they've got Champions League, they've got FA Cup. I mean, think about it. How bad is the mentality?
Over with soon.
Imagine how bad Man City's mentality can be affected if they lose to Bayern. If they lose to Bayern, then the mentality is going to be down. And now they've got Brentford away, tough game. Brighton away, tough game. Everton away, and going to what's it called, Goodison Park, very tough game. They're physical. You seen how they played against us? I mean, they've got a lot of tough games away.
If Southampton can take anything away from that game against City, obviously it's going to be a tough ask. I'm saying 5 at the back. I don't know. Southampton need to be switched on. But if and listen, and I pray to God, yeah, if Southampton can take out anything from Man City, I'm saying it's over. And if we go to Anfield and beat Liverpool, 11 points clear.
I'm saying this right now. If we beat Liverpool at Anfield, we've got one hand on the trophy.
Yeah, we can beat them, but the game against City is a dangerous one because they're the best team in Europe. So even though
against City, when we go to the Etihad, we just need to park the bus. I don't care if we play the most disgusting football. I don't care for that one game. If we just absolutely shut down shop.
Word.
1 second. It's not like us to do that, though. It's not like us to do something like that. That's just the reality. We're not that team. We're not the team that just sits back and lets these guys get away with murder. We're gonna.
Well, if it means that we somehow take a point from that game against City and then said, Arsenal champions, I don't care, right?
But Egal, are we really gonna care if we play that one horrible stinking game where we put like 5 at the back and 3 centimeter? We're not gonna care. As long as we get that 1 point, I don't care. People could call us, Everton for the day, or as long as we take that 1 point, I'm happy.
Exactly. As long as we go to the Etihad, right? We go to the Etihad, don't lose. It's one, like Imo said, one hand on the trophy. Actually, no. I'm making a bold prediction. If you go to the Etihad, get a point, I think I'll be 99% sure that we've won it.
Because our toughest game will be Newcastle away. That's the only tough game remaining.
Mate. We have to.
Now Newcastle plays some of the most negative football I've ever seen.
Yes,
I gotta go. But this has been a great stream. Hopefully, everyone who's watching it enjoyed it.
Big up to the car, man.
Have a wonderful day.
Big up.
The chat. We're
God
out
bless,
here.
man. God bless.
We're peace.
God bless, man. God bless, man.